Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest, where we are launching back into our blind playthrough of Blueprints. And today, check it out, we're at day 20. Thank you so much to everybody for coming along with me on this journey. I've said many times, but I really appreciate it. It is, I know that as much fun as I am having with this game, as much immensely, like as wrapped up as I am in all of the mysteries and richness and layers of this game, I know that almost certainly if you're watching this, you have already had this experience yourself. You've had all of the joy and excitement that I'm feeling playing this, and I know because I also watch a lot of blind Let's Plays in particular. I know that once you've played a game like this, that first time, in particular with games like this, that first time of playing is that's the magic, because that's where you don't know what's in front of you at all. And so, you know, what I get from watching Let's Plays is getting to relive that magic through somebody else's experience, and also see a totally unique way of experiencing the game. And this is exactly what this kind of game delivers. And it's exactly the kind of game, I think, where the real beauty and magic of watching blind Let's Plays is. So yeah, I really hope that you guys are experiencing that, and you know, for sure from some of the things that people have said to me, it sounds like that is so I'm really like, I'm grateful that we can kind of have this experience together and that I can be a part of that. Okay, so I'm so excited now every time I open up this game, you know, just in general, but I'm so excited now to know that I can come out to Westpath and get a room out here. Here is, you know, easily one of the most momentous rooms that we can draft in this game. We now know this tomb. And in the last episode, another huge momentous moment, we finally reached the antechamber. And, I mean, I don't know all of this for certain, but I feel like I was so improbably lucky in that last episode to have reached the antechamber while I had enough steps to get back to the check room. I've forgotten the name of it right now. The cloak check room, you know what I mean, the cloak room, to be able to check that key in there and keep it. That just seems so lucky to me. I don't know for sure, but I feel like, you know, the game would have said it was a permanent item if it was going to be a permanent item, and therefore, because it didn't say that, I think I would have lost it. So that feels huge. Anyway, so we have that. We have those steps. I will also just say, just quickly before picking something here, that I've been working away, squirreling away in my ever, you know, expanding book of notes here, my crazy notebook, my wonderful notebook, because obviously this is such an important element of this game, so much so that the game is like, you're going to need a notebook, and I have been making very good use of mine. So I've actually been thinking about some of the stuff in the tomb again, and I'll just say really quickly, I've been looking at the torch room in particular and the cog room, and long story short, I think these two rooms are likely, well, I think there's a good chance these two rooms are connected, because the torch room, they're both circular rooms. The torch room has 8 currently unlit torches around this circle, and the cog room, I counted, has 8 sections in it. So I'm kind of wondering if, like, lighting the torches in the torch room will be able to move, like, control the cog room in some way, to move that long pathway to the different entrances around the cog room. Anyway, that's just something I've been thinking about. I did originally think, the torch room relates to a clock face, because on the map it actually shows 12 sections. But then when I looked at the footage of me actually being in the torch room, in the tomb, The floor actually has like 16 sections, so that's just that doesn't matter. The one other thing I will say that I've written down here in my notes, I was looking at the plinth in the center of the torch room, and I still don't know what this relates to. It's got a shape that sort of rotates around that I don't know what that shape is. It's got like three lines, 3 arrows, keys. I don't know what those things are. I have a theory though about what the shape in the very center of the plinth is. It might, this is a bit of an outside theory, but I wondered if that shape in the middle, because it's a kind of a long shape that has these 2 rounded edges to it, and I thought, could this actually be the symbol that is on the original flag that represented Arch Aries, the realm that we're in? Could this be the missing sort of logo that's on that flag? Because in the History of Arindia book, that one is censored out, but all I can see is the tops and the bottoms that made it look like there was a sort of a long oblong shape underneath. And I realized, this is a kind of a long shape that has a rounded top and a rounded bottom on it. So, Anyway, that's where I'm at with that. Just wanted to say that since I had Tomb in front of me. All of that said, I don't know, as much as I have all of these theories about how Tomb and the reservoir is going to work, I know we need to drain the reservoir, we need to drain the fountain in some order I don't understand yet. And I've been trying to figure out how the pump room might work, and I don't yet fully understand it. I'm just going to have to, I think, experiment a bit more with the pump room. And the book of the pump room doesn't really give me much. Anyway, so I don't know how to drain the 14 units of the reservoir with what we have, with the 2 tanks that just have 4 units capacity in them. I don't know how to use the reserve tank. Anyway, I've said all of this before, so these are ongoing mysteries. Until I sort of get a bit more of a grip on them, I don't know how useful Tomb is going to be. I kind of feel like we've probably gotten the most out of Shelter so far, aside from actually using the room capacities here, like the dead end, drafting, getting money, protection from 3 red rooms, which actually is really good if you think about it, because if I got that, it would free me up potentially to be able to get weight room without consequences. But I cannot pass up the chance to get a room that I have not had yet. So it is definitely root cellar for today. Oh my God. Oh, we have to get shovel. Is this room going to give me shuffle? Shuffle. Oh, it's a family tree. Of course, the root cellar. I mean, I did think roots, foundations, so I thought there'll be something conceptual along those lines, but I didn't know what it was going to be. Hey. The search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories so this is a cutout. All right, so we're missing the full sentences here. Name Marion Marigold, was last seen by that's literally that's literally a cutout of the article that we have seen. Okay, but what they have got here is no sign has been found yet. We're getting the mystery music. I love the mystery music. The mystery music makes me very happy. It is a kind of a hopeful mystery music though, isn't it? It's not the dark music that we, for example, get in the dark room, which I've said before literally reminds me of the TV show Dark. If you've seen that, it's got kind of that kind of mystery music is like a common theme in that show. Oh, listen to that key change there. If I were one of those YouTubers who analyzes music, I'm sure I'd have something really clever to say about that. But as just a regular person who just, enjoys art, I know that at least has some meaning to it, you know, I know that the vibes it gives is like, you know, I don't know, maybe for example along the lines of like a sort of a tenuous hope that has a bit of a firmer hope to it, or even the opposite, something like that. Okay, no sign has been found yet, and sign is underlined. So of course, I mean, it makes me think of a more actually a more tangible sign, like another meaning of sign instead of trace, an actual sign of some sort. But that sign itself can mean so many things. So all right, let me just step back for a sec before I look at this wondrous thing here. So first off, why is there a hole in the ceiling? Or is that... because there's nothing else like that. Why is there a hole? Oh, hang on. I think we have had this music before because I remember this lovely... I think it seems like an oboe, right? It could be like a kind of a deep sax, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not a music expert. I don't know. All right, that feels... that's a hole. Look at that. You can see the edge. That's a hole. Why is there a hole here? Why is there a hole here? Does something go up or come down the hole? Okay. Other than that, I mean, we've got lots of jars. We can't see any labels on them. Just looks like various, you know, there's fruit. So it looks like carrot, potatoes, you know, root vegetables. Root vegetables. We know that this room is associated with dig spots. There are many dig spots here. I guess this looks like, you know, alcohol, hooch, whatever. Now let's just make sure that we can't... yeah, okay. Can't use any of those. This barrel is underneath the hole, but I can't see, there's nothing to interact with. Okay, all right. Holy hell, this is huge. Because I've been putting, again, this is kind of like in the morning room. I've been putting these, yes, I've been putting these little traces together from little scraps here and there, bits and pieces. And now I get to see if what I've put together is validated, is true. And I'm so glad that I have found this after, just like the newspaper in the morning room. I'm so glad I found this after putting all of my traces together, because it was immensely fun to do that, to guess. So let me, I'm pulling up my really scrappy, messy family tree that doesn't at all look neat like this, but let's see what we've got. So Mount Holly family tree. Once again, if I get the chance today, I must come back here with the magnifying glass, but we'll see if that works out. So I definitely did think that symbol there with the that shield, I suppose, was the Epsom shield, because, you know, I've had many hints that they're the ones associated with the swans. I don't know what the two spades symbolizes, two spades coming up in the water, but no idea. But either way, they definitely seem to be the ones associated with swans. Okay, so we do indeed, I'm so pleased that this is correct, because I wasn't 100% sure, but we have Simon H. Sinclair. I actually don't think I've seen the H before. That's really interesting, because it's Herbert S. and Simon H. I did wonder. I did have one little thought hanging around sometimes, where I was like, does Simon really exist? Because what if Herbert S. is Herbert Simon, and what if he actually just has a dual personality, and the family just entertains that by like giving him a bunk bed and stuff like that, and he writes letters to himself? But I didn't really think that was true, so that was just a weird little outside possibility. But either way, yes. So it could very well be Herbert Simon and Simon Herbert, right? Or, you know, that just seems like they're these mirror characters. This is also wonderful because I can fully confirm that these photos that we've seen that is Clara. Oh, yeah. That younger one there with the beauty mark is Clara. Simon is indeed the one with the moustache. I mean, presumably Herbert as his close brother, if not twin, but maybe just close in years brother. Presumably Herbert also looked like this at a younger point as well, but I don't know, for whatever reason he has an older photo, which maybe is just because he survived longer. And I guess it seems very much like they're implying Simon is dead, or maybe he's also missing, like Mary is. But he doesn't seem to have been around, you know, in recent years. I don't have any sense of when Simon seems to have disappeared. The last thing I think I have on Simon is the marriage, which is in 1952, which I had assumed was... No, sorry. The marriage was in 1951. The In Eclipse ball showed Clara and Simon together. Okay. They've got the little heart between them in the tree. So I wonder if, I don't know. I've been thinking about that heart that's carved into the tree at the apple orchard. And I actually wondered if what that symbolized. Because presumably, even though, you know, we just knew straight away that meant it was the code to get into the apple orchard, presumably that's also a date. It's in a date format, and it's like 11/28, so it symbolizes the 28th of November, I think. So I've been wondering, like, well, is that the date that two people got together? And because it was associated with the apple orchard, I thought, could it be Denny, the previous groundskeeper? And did Denny have some sort of interesting relationship with someone else in the house? But maybe it's actually also Simon and Clara. But I don't know what that date would be. Okay. Then, yes, Lord William Epsom is indeed their father. That's what I was thinking. And Lionel Epsom is her brother. That much I had put together. And that Lionel's daughter is Courtney, who was in one of the red letters. Lady Ashelin, absolutely the first time I am ever hearing about this person or seeing that photo, I think. But there we go. Lady Ashelin. Or just Ashlyn, rather. Lady Ashlyn. Okay. And then, this is the most useful information, actually, that I really did not know the answer to. That photo of the older woman, who is, we see it all the time in the bedroom, the very first room I made in this game, that's the very first photo I ever looked at. That is actually the Baroness... What does that say? Oh my god. I really need the magnifying glass. That is hard to see. Oravel? I might have to take a screenshot of that and blow that up, honestly. I'm going to try with my phone. This is so weird. I literally can't, with the microphone in front of me, I can't get my face that much closer to the screen. Oravel. It is okay. And so those are the parents of our Sinclair boys. And the Baron Thomas Sinclair. So the Baron Thomas Sinclair we had heard of. There's busts of him everywhere. He's in the foyer. So that's great, because I knew of the existence of those people, but the problem with all of those busts in the foyer is I don't know what generation they're from. They could be from the 1200s. You know, they could be from some of our earlier history that we've been learning about. Or they could have been the immediate parents or grandparents of our, more immediate family here. So now that's wonderful. We know that Herbert and Simon come from the Baron Thomas Sinclair and the Baroness, that is such a weird name. The Baroness O'Revel. Is it an L at the end or is it an I? O'Reveille. Baroness It's either Au Revel or Overray or Au Reveille. And she is the one who has a rogue moon necklace. Okay, that is so incredibly useful. Chef kiss, moi. I'm so pleased. Like, everything I had here eventually was correct. So that's just, actually, I'm just chuffed. I'm just a bit proud. I'm just a bit proud that I got there. But I really think that it would be, there's nothing I can see that is hidden, but again, some things you just need the magnifying glass to even see in the first place. So I would love to come back here with the magnifying glass, because this looks legit old. Legit old. Yeah, and I wonder if there's, yeah. It's also the first time I think that we've seen Lord William Epson's... Oh, no, it's just, yeah, I've never seen this picture of him. But have we seen his bust? I don't know. Incredible. Wow, what a start. What a start. Love it. Big fan. Thank you, Root Cellar. You've been everything. You've been everything. That is so excellent. Oh, it's so nice to get confirmation of those things. Okay. Oh. Man, this game. Alright, so now we get to actually just start with the regular rooms. Good morning. Good morning, mountain. Oh, another thing I actually confirmed for myself. So I had been, I've said before, I was sort of sus, like, is this, is that picture of Reddington, are these the peaks that are in the background of it, and somehow, for some weird, dark, suspicious reason, this weird peak is missing from it? But I don't think so, because I looked... I compared the postcard of Reddington that we see in the bedroom with the drawing of Reddington, which is in the map in the Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. And I think you can see there's a couple of notable buildings there with like towers and particular domes on them. So I think from that I was able to... it's not really confirmation because that map could be drawn in different ways, but I think I'm kind of more or less like... I think that the orientation of Reddington in that map shows that the mountains you can see in the postcard are in the opposite direction to our Mount Holly. So I think those are just other mountains. Okay, let's go in this direction. There's not really... If we put the corridor here, it's not really actually doing anything for us, is it? I might just go a bit nuts and do storeroom. Let's Oh, there are more. We really need a shovel. We need a shovel bad. Hey, Swimbird. Swimbird! There you are. I must see you. Yeah, we need a shovel. Alright, good to start out with some items. Let's in fact go here. Why not? I think I'm going to put hallway here because we've just cut off our east entrance. I think I'd really like... That's right, because we put one single coin into the shrine yesterday, we have the ability to rotate floor plans now. I assume... Oh, that's so useful. That's so freaking useful. Oh, I'm going to go nuts with this, I think. Huh. That actually means I could put the parlor here and rotate it. That might be... Oh, that's... So why didn't the corridor... Oh, because we need the entrance, yeah. Okay. So they rotate if it makes sense to rotate them. Oh, in that case, I'm going to put parlor here. Because it'll take us east and we can start with some gems. And unfortunately not yet the magnifying glass. Alright. I'm also keeping track. I'm checking this every time I can. Because I'm keeping track of when I can see that little Mount Holly logo there. I feel so sure that's what it is. Oh! That's new. The white box does not have a statement. That's true. Okay. The gems are in a box with a statement. This one is hard because I don't know how to take this. This is true. We know this is true. So it means one of these is a lie. But would you count this as true or a lie? Or would you count it as neither? If it's neither, then this would have to be false because there must be one true and there must be one false. And then that would mean the gems are in this one. But if this one does count as either true or false, that doesn't give us anything. That doesn't give us any firm confirmation. So just by that token alone, I think this must be neither, meaning this one must be false, meaning the gems are in the white box. Ooh. This is the first one that's actually slightly stumped me, and I really hope I'm right. I'm less... Okay, good. Yeah, I was less sure about that one. All right. I've also got to keep a lookout for dig spots now because we're going to get some more dig spots. Oh, that's so cool to have the rotate ability. That's really going to be very useful, I think. I think that's going to be phenomenal. Man, this game is so exciting. In addition to the millions of reasons why it's so exciting because you keep finding entirely new game mechanics that change the way the game is played. Even simple things like that can be momentous. Okay, so for example, it would actually be great to have the den here, but I want the den to face a different direction. Is it possible to have a north facing? It's, oh, hang on. I'm only able to do it 3. Okay. Okay, I can't rotate anymore. Okay, that's good to know. So I can only rotate 3 times. Got it. Okay. I think if it's okay, I think if what I'm going to get is what's reflected down in the bottom left-hand corner, this is what I want. So let's go den. We'll get a gem from this. Yeah. Perfect. And yes, we can go north. We can go this way. Let's go this way. Here we go. I just wanted to look at this again. While drafting, you may pay... Whoops. I completely forgot about the cost. I was just using up my gems like a fool. I completely forgot. It literally has a gem as a logo, and I got too excited and I didn't think about it. Whoops. Okay. Oh, well, look. Now we know. All right, no more careless spinning. You foolish person. Okay. Well. So again, my main goal is just new rooms. I think new rooms are going to deliver important knowledge that'll help because there's a few things I know about. There's a few things I really want to try, and there's some things I'm stumped on with the amount of knowledge I have. So more knowledge, yeah, more lore, more experiences is kind of the main goal, really. I actually think, even though it's going to use up my gem now, like a fool, I've wasted all my gems. I think security will be useful. Because I actually really value being able to lower the lower the security level. Just in case. Just in case I end up, yeah, bumping into too many security doors. Fabulous. And there's no items that I can see. Okay. All right, let's try and get something useful here. Walk-in closet would be great. Oh, I'm actually going to get furnace. I've been wanting furnace because if I can get furnace, and now I'm hoping that if I get the chance to draft the freezer, I am hoping that furnace will thaw the freezer, at least somewhat. But I don't know how much it's going to do it because I know that the, is it the boiler? Yeah, the boiler room also interacts with the furnace. So I suspect it increases the intensity of the furnace. And it may be that the freezer room, like it's not enough on its own to thaw the freezer room. But either way, I'd like to start experimenting with that. Laundry room. Dang, and I don't have a gem. Oh. Curse me. Curse me and my silliness. I really need the laundry room. I've made a list for myself of how many rooms I don't have, at least according to the room guide. And I've also made a list of each type of room and which ones I know about. So for example, of the remaining 7 blue rooms I have to get, I think that the remaining ones are music room, trophy room, showroom, cabaret, attic, and then there's 2 I either haven't seen yet or I don't know about. Purple rooms, I think I've got 3, and I think they actually are the ladies' chamber, whatever it's called, ladyship's chamber, master bedroom, which is mentioned in the architectural guide, and servants' quarters, which is also mentioned in the architect's drafting guide. I've got all of the orange rooms. There's only 1 green room I need, which is the greenhouse. And yellow, I've actually got 4 yellow rooms I don't have, which is crazy. And I'm pretty sure locker room from the pool and laundry room are 2 of them. And then there are 2 I don't think I know anything about. It's possible I've missed a reference somewhere. And then red, I've only got 1 room I haven't had, which is the weight room. Okay, look, either way, I have no choice. There's nothing I can do. I have to put the lavatory here. I still think there's something really sus in here, and I reckon it could be a safe. But I've tried, and I don't know what to do in there. I don't know how to do anything. Maybe there's some connection between the bath and the kitchen faucet. I don't know. Something is going on there. Because there are those sus photos in the dark room about it. All right, well, rather than go to rank 3, let's step back. Let's see if I can recover some gems that I foolishly wasted. Okay. I mean, this is good. I do have a key. But I'm also thinking maybe it's good to get darkroom out of the way, because I feel like often when I get to the higher ranks, bear with me here, I feel like often when I get to the higher ranks, I keep getting darkroom, like the game keeps throwing it at me. And sometimes I really don't want darkroom. And in the higher ranks, not being able to see the floor plans is sort of more devastating, I think. So maybe getting it out of the way. Okay, well, we have to pick that. Maybe getting out of the way is... Okay, that's worked out. That's fine. We get some money. We get apple. Cool. And let's just get this out of the way as well. Let's pick this one. There's not really any point thinking about it. Okay. So I know there's a couple of entrances. Well, there's one exit there that goes to the same place as the pantry. So there's no point stepping in there until we get the utility room and we have a chance to turn it off. All right. I would really like this to work out. It's going to be West Wing Hall. Yeah. I still wonder if there's something special on this spot. And also now, ooh, that looks so sort of disturbing actually with the roots. Yeah. I still think there's something on this spot. Because here, and also I think here, this tea room, these are the two where this blueprint's picture appears with the letters. I feel there's something to that, but I don't know what. I don't know what yet. So, but we know that there's one on this spot that's associated with E. Obviously, we know why in terms of the bigger message, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what other meaning there might be associated with this. Anyway, all right. So that just goes to the gym. We want to avoid that for the time being. Ooh, aquarium. Well, I can't do aquarium anyway, so I still don't know what aquarium's deal is. One of the things I find interesting about the aquarium, in addition to the fact that you can alter the water level in there, the thing I find interesting about the aquarium is that we saw in the laboratory, one of the experiments involved being able to draft, add, I think, 3 aquariums to your draft pool. And I thought, well, maybe that's one of the ways that you get extra pump room draining units. But then again, the problem is that the aquarium seems to be full. It doesn't seem to get drafted with any capacity. So yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about that, but I don't know really about about that. Anyway, we can't do it for now, so we could go around the corner with bedroom, or I could go both directions with chapel. I'm going to go both directions, even though I'm going to lose a coin, because one of my goals is really to finally get the greenhouse. I know that the greenhouse is going to have a lever in it, a broken lever. We could possibly find the broken lever in one of our 10,000 dig spots today. And I think the greenhouse has to go on the east or the west wing. So, yeah. I'm hoping to get a chance with it. We could either go north or across. I don't want to be less likely to find items around the house. I don't. So let's go across. Yep. So many dig spots. Man, we really need the shovel. Oh, thankfully. All right, a gem. It would be great if I could somehow get another gem here. Don't rotate. Don't rotate. You fool. Okay. Archives is obviously, it's a real problem to not be able to see all of my floor plans. So let's do hallway. I mean, I could use my key on the trunk, but it might deliver more keys to me. It might not. Okay. At least this means we don't have to go back around to the den, so that's quite nice. So let's try going across again. Aha! Well, this might be the ideal place to put the mail room to get another package. Yeah, I do actually really want to do... I so much want to do the weight room. I'm sure it's going to be good. It's got such a huge cost to it, so I'm sure it's going to be good. But mail room... And this is just a good spot for it. Like, it's a good spot for a dead end. There we go. Order placed. Nice. Okay. This is all the same stuff I've seen. See, there's yet another weight that... that is, as you would expect, an empty weight at neutral to be. There could also be one of, one of these could have access. Huh, I just realized that these are holes and we can see through. Oh, well, hang on. Those are just holes and we can see... Can I see anything through any of them? Because I can see like floor, like wood boards or something through them. Ha. I cannot see anything. Alright. That's the letter. Letter from Dad. Great. Alright, super useful. Thanks, mailroom. I'll see you tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's try and go north, right in the center here. I don't know if the greenhouse is going to be a 2 gem room, so I guess I'd like to... Yeah. Ah, blast. Yeah, so unless I do this one and use up my gem, which I'd prefer not to do, I'm going to lose the ability to head east. It's not ideal. Not ideal. We'd get a couple of keys from Nook, and at least then... Let's do Nook. Because then I can open this trunk. In fact, let's do it right now. I know I'm going to get keys. Ah, alright, good redraw. Redrafting, very, very, very useful. Money. Well, I've got enough money now, possibly, to buy a shovel. If I have that opportunity. So that's something. Great. Okay. Here it would be ideal to go north in some way. Oh, boudoir 100%. Oh, I adore boudoir so much. Boudoir is so good to me. As many boudoirs as possible. So boudoir is already so great. I know I get a gem and I know I get 2 dice. But I also know from the Architectural Digest that this room has a connection with the ladyship's chamber. And if I could ever get that, I think it has some kind of really beneficial impact, but I can't remember what it is. I think they actually show you a picture of it in the Architectural Digest, so that would be really great. Well, I'm just thinking I've got 2 gems now, so maybe that's a good place to try going up from the chapel. Oh no, let's go from here. Let's just see. Let's see what we get. Okay, utility closet could actually be, as weird a spot as it is for it, it could be useful because I have the dark room. There might be an item in there, and I could also turn off the step problem with the gymnasium. But then again, we have a way to get around the gymnasium anyway, so that actually doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's not such a huge thing. And I don't yet know how to fix the indicator light problem I have. Archives will be a problem for the whole rest of the game. So I don't love that option. The bedroom will only let us go around the corner there. But yeah, it might be crazy. I kind of feel like my tendency would be to take the archives to have the access. But I'm also just thinking in terms of walking back and forth. It is a real problem to be so west leaning, isn't it? But it's a real problem to not be able to see all three of my floor plans when what I want is to get new rooms specifically. And in some cases, ideally some specific rooms like freezer room. I do have a lot of redraws. We've got 4 redraws. So let's use a redraw. Okay, this is a little bit more like it actually. It would be crazy. Yeah, we haven't like got anything that really pumps up our steps so far. So I'm concerned about weight room. Let's do workshop because I've only had workshop twice so far. I'd love to see what this new letter is going to be. Oh, it's I again. But hang on. Sledgehammer. Oh, yep. Wish I'd gotten that before. I just used a key before, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we've got an I again. I was actually sort of expecting it might be an N because I thought we had K first, we had I on day 2, and now we've had I a second time. Okay. And now that I've actually made a contraption, I'm very excited about the possibilities of this table. So, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, blast. All right, that's not great. That's not ideal. All right, let's just double check if there are any items for me. No. Okay. Fair enough. So now we have all we've got is chapel, and we have to actually keep going north a fair way to be able to branch out again. All right. So we really have to hope that we get the possibility of a security pass, or yeah, along here. Yep. Okay. We lose a coin. All right. I've got 2 gems at least and 3 redraws, so that's not terrible. Okay, so definitely corridor. Definitely. Thankfully, corridor is always unlocked, so this won't take up a key. Oh, crap. Okay. Aquarium would use a gem, but it would let us go forward. But, like, I'd love the commissary, but, because I might be able to get a shovel. I doubt it's going to sell me a security pass, right? I don't know. I've never seen a security pass for sale in the commissary. It just doesn't seem... This might have a security pass in it, but it, we would be completely banking on that. And if it didn't, we'd be done. We'd be done. Aquarium, hey? We do have to... I'm a little scared aquarium might have locked doors in it. I'm going to redraw. Redrawing is a bit risky, but I'm going to redraw in the hope that maybe greenhouse shows up. Nah. Okay, that's terrible. Yeah, that didn't go well. That didn't go well. There's my basement key, though, waiting for me. Okay, I'm going to have to redraw again. Okay. In that case, it's just going to have to be drawing room. We're going to have to use a gem, which is not ideal. Okay. I've got to do this always, just for some amount of satisfaction. Man, I won't go on about it. How do I solve this room? How do you solve a room like a drawing room? Just check for gems. It would be really nice if you could give me a gem. There's definitely going to be a gem in there. This could be a gem room if I could just figure out this mystery. If I could just figure out that code. All right. A lot is riding on this. Yes, for sure. Please use the key. Okay. All right. Okay. We do have the ability to redraw here. That said, the dining room is actually a really good option. But then we also get a free redraw. We get a free redraw. And I'm just thinking again, because we're on the west wing, I'm really keen to try and get greenhouse. I wonder, I can't remember if I've ever even seen the option for greenhouse. So I wonder if actually there's a condition that you need to fulfill to get greenhouse, you know? Is there a key to the greenhouse like there was with the secret garden? I don't know. We would still have 1, 2, 3 more options just in the west wing alone for the greenhouse. So maybe let's go safe and do dining room. All right. Okay. Hopefully we get to use it. I don't have a wonderful amount of steps. It's not bad. It's just not really great. All right. Okay. Now, let's try and go around. At least we can get around the security door here. Hang on. That's locked. What about this one? Hum. It's risky because I've only got 1 gem. And if this isn't locked, I've only got 1 redraw. Let's try this. Okay. Oh. I mean, I could get the aquarium here and then I'd have no gems. Man. I was actually really hoping for the commissary so that I could have the possibility of the shovel. I feel like the shovel could solve a lot of problems for me today. A lot of problems. I am actually going to put the weight room in because I feel like I'm... Oh, I thought that might happen. I thought that it might not take half my steps until I stepped in. Okay. Whoa. Let's do it then. Because this day might end up being a little bit bunk anyway. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. It's a new room. It's been offering itself to us for so long. Hello, weight room. Hello. You've been my most avoided room. Almost certainly. Almost certainly. What have you got for me? I mean, many weights. That's what I would expect. Many weights. There's a sort of a duct that goes all around, which is interesting. At least we've destroyed this security door. Is that it? Why is this duct here? Why is this duct here? That goes from here to here. I've always thought there might be something here, you know, because there's this big sort of corner in the room. Why? Why is this here? After all this time, does the weight room not have anything for me? Really? I thought, man, there's got to be something so good in the weight room. And again, maybe there still is. Oh, excuse me. Maybe there still is. But it's just not right now. Not right now, there ain't. What? No. Why? There's nothing to interact with that I can see. It's just weights. Oh my god, just like in real life. Gyms, disappointing. Okay. Maybe this room will really flourish with some other condition, with some other knowledge. Okay. Well, we might as well try going this way, I guess. We've only got 17 steps now. It's getting dire. Okay. It would be... I think we have to do the commissary, even though it's going to use up a gem, because if I can get a shovel with my 9 monies, we'll be doing... Yes! Yes! Obviously, the sleeping mask at this stage would be really, really good as well. Oh, the shovel's only 3. Oh, that's really good. Oh, because there's a sale today. It's on... Hang on. There's a sale. Oh, well, hang on. Shovel. Brilliant. Thanks. Where's the notice about the sale? Yes, because it's day 20 and 21. Oh, fantastic. In that case, sleeping mask, thank you. So the first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, you gain 5 steps. I really need that after the weight room. Oh, okay, let's... Okay, money. Okay, the problem is that going back through the house... The problem is that going back through the house is to get to these, to get to all of these things is going to take steps. But we'll pass through the boudoir, at least we'll get 5 steps there. Right? That counts as a bedroom. It's purple. And I have absolutely no other bedrooms. But what if we tried drafting something here? Locked. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. Well, what's the smartest thing to do? I guess let's... I have no keys and no gems. I know that this one needs a key, but we've got 2 other possibilities for going north, and that's it. I guess let's just try this one. Let's see what we get. Well, we could... It would be really good to get the steps from putting the bunk room here, because we'd get 5 from the sleep mask and there'd be 2 bananas in there, which I think are 3 each from memory. So step-wise, that would be actually useful. It would mean we miss out on that really nice connection with the foundation there. We don't need to get to the antechamber, I think, again. It's more just... It's actually just being able to go east. But we've still got the commissary for that possibility if I get a key. I think steps actually, you know, it just has to be a priority. Okay. Hey, my little guy. How you going? Great. So we're back up to 24, 27, 30. That's much, much, much nicer. We basically doubled our steps right there. All right. No items. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Okay. So with that in mind, I don't think with no gems and no keys I want to try this yet. I think let's actually do a bit of a walk through the house and pick up some of our let's use our shovel, because we might get interesting items from that. I don't think there was anything in here. There was... I don't think there's one here. Great. Some coins. Yep, 2 coins. Well, I just lost a coin, so... Okay, and then we've got one... Which way do I want to go now? Because there's at least one in the green room, and there's... So the green room will go across to... hallway, mail room, nook, boudoir, and workshop. I actually can't remember. That one has... Was there anything in the... Were there any dig spots in the mailroom? I'm not sure. Alright, I actually... out of desperation, I actually looked back at my recording so I could check which rooms had dig spots in them. So there's nothing in the nook or the mailroom or the hallway. There is actually one. Yeah, there's another one in the chapel that I forgot about. So there we go. Turnip. Oh, that's super useful. Yes, steps is good. There is one in the workshop, but we can access that from back up here without going all the way around. So there's one in the spare green room here. It's worth the step, I guess. Well, maybe. Let's hope. Key is good. Thank you. I'm very, very pleased. Very pleased with key. That's good. Okay, now... West Wing Hall Pantry. Who knows what's in the dark room? Yeah, there is one in the West Wing Hall. And to be honest, if we're all the way down here, we might as well just go... There's one in the furnace, but I don't know if that one is worth this big trek around. But if we're going to the entrance hall, we might as well go back to the root cellar, right? And get all of those ones there. Why not? Like, it's the day when we have all of these dig spots. So, you know, let's use them. Let's see. It's otherwise already been, you know, a good day. We've had new rooms, new revelations, all of that sort of stuff. So it might not be, we might not have that many more drafting possibilities ahead of us, but let's make the use of having the shovel and having the dig spots. Ah, so calm out here. It is like going for a nice fresh walk outside of the house. You can smell the pine, or whatever it is that these things are. They've mentioned tree names, but I don't really know very much about different kinds of... Like, are they kinds of pine? They seem like pine to me. All right, we got a lot here. Oh, not the best. It's not a great start for us so far. Coins is nice. Coin. Key is good. I would really like gem. I don't know if I've ever... Oh, turnip is nice, yeah. That helps make up for our trek out here. Okay, good. Steps I'm very, very happy with. Not old shoe. All right. Well, key and a couple of turnips. That has helped us. We're back up at 40 steps. I mean, now we're at 39, but yeah, that's good. It has made the trek worthwhile. I think I would have, I would have always wondered what was in these dig spots. It's nice to get keys from them. It's nice to get coins. I mean, I could buy something else from the Commissary maybe, or maybe we'll get another kind of shop. But it really is gems that I'm super interested in. Okay. So I know that there's a dig spot in the furnace. It would take... I think there's one in the storeroom as well, actually. Yeah. All right. It's worth... Oh, there's two. That's worth it. I'm dying. Oh, I knew this existed. Oh, the safe deposit box key. 149. I wonder if it's always 149. So we know where this goes. This goes into the vault, which sucks because I have to say there is a low chance of me getting the vault because I know that the vault needs 3 gems. How on earth am I going to get myself 3 gems and the possibility of the vault when I only have 1 redraw? But I I don't know. For what it's worth, I'm just writing down 149. The other thing that sucks is that I already... This is what I knew was going to be an issue. Oh, the turnip is good. I knew it was going to be an issue that I've got the... what do you call it? The unlocks box 149. Oh, I bet that's really good. I've got the basement key currently in the locker in the. All right, hang on. In the, what do you call it? The coat check. So it means I can't put anything else in the coat check. Like this would definitely be something I would stick in the coat check if I had that possibility now. But I don't know if I will. Okay. Is it worth, how many steps have I got? 41? That's pretty good. So it might be worth actually going to the furnace. Let's just double check for dig spots. Because, I mean, you know, sometimes you get nothing from them. Sometimes you get some keys and some coins. And keys are not nothing. And then sometimes you get a freaking safe deposit box or a broken lever or something. Key. I mean, that's worthwhile. A key is worthwhile. A key will help us go forward. I haven't even stepped in here yet, but I don't think there's any dig spots in there. Huh. Okay, hang on a second. I think I've just seen something. I think I have to go into the lavatory. No. Oh, no, I'm wrong. I saw these marks here, and I thought, are these the marks that we just found in the pump, not the pump room, the boiler room? But it's not, because they're like 4x4. Yeah. Oh, well. Fawcett, what's your deal? Why can't I do anything here? My uncle is telling me something about this room. Can I pull out the plug? I can't do anything with any of these. And the other thing is that the descriptions for example, for the pump room don't say anything about a connection with the lavatory. Yeah. All right. Okay. That's not too bad. We've got more steps. We've got more keys. And we have a very interesting key just in case we were to get lucky enough to get... Like, if there is an item in this room, like, it'd probably be here, right? But I think you just can't see it unless the light is on. Alright, so we've just got a couple of possibilities then. I don't think there's anything in there. I think the only other dig spot I think was in the workshop. Maybe. So if we get to the dining room, we could go around to it. Alright. Okay. Let us see. God, I'd love to solve this room. I would love to solve this room. It's going to be one of the biggest moments in the game for me, honestly. Yeah, why not? At this stage, why not? Let's do it. I hope I'm right about this. Is there a... Yeah, that's a dig spot. It's a nail. Thanks, workshop. Thanks. Really great. That's nice of you. That's really great. I mean, I could try a contraption here, but the problem is that I might ruin, you know, like a shovel is super useful. That doesn't go together. That doesn't go together. That doesn't go together. That doesn't go together. Okay. All right. No, I didn't think so. I do have some more money. What else was in the commissary? I think it was salt. And... you know what? It might be useful to buy salt because I haven't bought salt yet, and I think that it has to do with steps. Metal detector. A metal detector makes finding items more common. So that might... keys and coins though. Okay. Alright. I'll take it. I'll take it. So we can go through here now because we got a key. Yep. Oh! So, library would be great because I would finally get... Yeah. I would finally get the book that I ordered. And I have many other... I have other books I want to order soon. Yes, here we go. The fixed stars. Okay, this is probably... Let's hope this is going to be useful. I'm sure that they all are in their own way. So, Clara Epson herself got this one out in 61. So well, that at least confirms for me that she was alive in 61. Or did I know that already? Oh, no, I think I knew that because she was alive when the schoolhouse closed, and the schoolhouse closed in 66. Okay. Clara Epson got this out in 61. So, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt, 1809. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one, depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky. This isn't exactly this. Oh, it's exactly the same. I thought it would be different. It's exactly the same as the book that's in the observatory. Ah, blast. Silly me. Oh well, look, at least we've done it now. Oh man, you guys must have been yelling at the screen. You must have been shaking all your damn heads. Oh no. Well, oh well. Oh well. Okay. Thanks, library. You did your best. Library, you were probably trying to warn me. I just assumed everything there would be a new book we hadn't seen. I thought it would be another, like an extension of the Star book. But, yeah. Alright. Let's see what else we can make of this day. Should I go across or should I go back up dining room? Might actually be used to go, I don't know. Like, I have a hope that I could get greenhouse, and I'm kind of reluctant to do this without having gems, but I think it's all going to be a bit same at this point. So let's see what we get. Yep, do it. Okay, well, observatory. None of these will let me go north. That's okay. It's not a huge deal. That said, I do have... I'm just double checking. Don't I have dining room somewhere? I do have dining room. I'm in the dining room. I'm in the dining room right now. Which is why it would be really good to reach rank 8. Bedroom we'd get a bunch more steps from, so that's something to consider. We'd get the we'd get the normal steps, but we'd get the extra from the sleeping mask. And I'm not very stepped up right now. Billiard room will have a special item for us. Yeah. And I've only got the one redraw. Let's do billiard room. To be honest, I'm kind of just wanting to see what the item is. Alright, okay. We can do this. Any other things? No. I mean, the metal detector would tell us. Okay. What have you got for me? I think I pretty much know these ones off by heart now. So 7 plus 2 is 9. And pink is multiplication, I think. So 9 times 2, 18. Yes. All right. 1 times 6 is 6 times 2 is 12. Great. Oh, a complicated one. 1 plus 4, 5. Plus 2, 7. plus 3, 10. And then minus 7, so 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. Yes. Ah, okay. 2 ordinary keys. Well, at least I've got keys. At least there's keys. Okay. That's that. So now we have to go back. I'm really hoping we can reach rank 8 because I'm running out of steps. I need to be able to go. I think I need to prioritize being able to go here. Yeah. Okay. And what is this final thing? Salt shaker. I'm 1 coin shy. 1 coin shy of salt shaker. All right. With 0 gems, but at least a few keys. What are we gonna get? Oh, look. We could give up on the rest of this day. It's not going amazing, but at least we will see what happens in the freezer while we have the furnace. It will also mean, yeah, it'll just mean that's it. It'll just mean that's that. I could also do the Great Hall here, but I only have 2 keys, and that's not even enough. That's just really not much. Because that's not even enough to guarantee that I have access, to the north exit. I think it would guarantee I have access to the east exit though. So there's 2 possibilities here, really. I mean, besides a redraw. Yeah. I think freezer. I think we have to further our knowledge of the combination of furnace and freezer, right? It's done nothing. Oh no. It's done there's 2 gems I need here. Well, actually I wouldn't be able to do anything with them, would I? Yeah. Oh. Dang. Oh, okay, so furnace doesn't help at all. Flan and fan. Okay, that's good to know. That's, look, it's important knowledge. It's the knowledge that I did this to get, which is what on earth does the furnace do to the freezer? On its own, nothing. So you need the furnace in combination, I have to guess, I have to assume. You need the combo of the furnace and the what's it called? The boiler room and the freezer. Wow. That's really tricky. That's a really tricky combo. All right. Well, dedicated to deep freeze and cold storage, Mount Holly's freezer is an insulated space kept almost as frigid as the snowy mountains of Kororika. Sustaining a sub-zero temperature is vital for keeping the items in the room under ice. So it does mean I'm not going to... Because I don't have a great gem and coin situation, I'm not going to start tomorrow with any extra gems, but I am going to start with 2 coins. So that's something. That's something. And I can't make a wish in the fountain. All right. Well, that's that. We got some new rooms. We got the root cellar. We got the weight room. We've discovered like an important dynamic with the freezer, so we can be more careful there. We've discovered the vault key, but not been able to do anything with it. That's fine. That was always going to be a tough call, but I know of its existence now, which is really good. It's an interesting key. And I've furthered the library, kind of pattern, so I'm going to be able to use I'm going to be able to order the book that I've bought from the bookshop next time, which is very exciting. Okay, great. Oh, and we've also ordered something from the mailroom. So we've got a few things that are set up for tomorrow. That's very nice. What am I going to do? Is there any other thing I can do? Is there any other last thing I can do? Not really, right? There's nothing else I can draft. And there's nothing I can spend my money on because I'm one short of buying salt. The only thing I could do is try and solve that safe combination in the drawing room, and I got nothing. I got nothing I haven't tried already. So, and the most amazing thing is that we confirmed a lot of things and learned some things about the family tree. All right, well, we might as well just leave it here in the lovely, beautiful library, because I freaking love this room. This room's been good to me. And it tried to warn me about the Star book, and I didn't hear it. I didn't have ears to hear. Either way, thank you so much, as always, for following along, and we will call it a day here. In fact, I'm going to save and quit. Call it. Let's see what kind of a house we've ended up with today. Oh, oh, there are so many of these. It's so fascinating. The red villa of fire and ice, because we got the furnace and the freezer. Huh. That's really interesting. And it's red because we got 6 red rooms. Huh. It actually would have been given that I've ended up with 6 red rooms, it would have been a great day to have the outdoor room that gives you the, what is that? The shelter, I think, means that you're sheltered from the effects of the next 3 red rooms. But either way, wonderful. Really cool. Really cool. It's been a great day. We've learned a lot, and we've set a lot of things up for our next day, day 21, which I've got to remember is also a day where there are sales in the commissary. So I'm very interested to see how tomorrow will go, and we'll be able to develop some new strategies with our new information. Thank you so much for coming along, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.